Welcome to this video where we're going to tackle one of the most frustrating errors you might encounter while working on your Xcode projects. The multiple commands produce error. If you've spent hours trying to resolve this issue without making any progress, don't worry, you're in the right place. This error can be particularly annoying because it doesn't give you much information about what's going wrong or how to fix it. In this video, we'll break down what causes this error and walk through a step-by-step process for resolving it. So let's dive into understanding the multiple commands produce error in Xcode 16 taught. This error typically occurs when there are multiple build commands producing the same output file. Think of it like trying to write two different stories with the same title. It gets confusing for both the author and the reader. One common reason this happens is due to a mismatch between your project settings and how your target files are organized. Imagine you have a library that's being used across multiple targets in your project. If the settings for these targets aren't aligned properly, Xcode can get confused about which version of the library it should use. Another scenario where you might encounter this error is when dealing with third-party frameworks or libraries. Well, sometimes different versions of these external components might have overlapping output files, leading to the same kind of confusion for Xcode. To fix this issue, you'll need to identify and correct any inconsistencies in your project settings and target configurations. Let's walk through a step-by-step process. 1. Review project settings. Start by ensuring that all your targets are set up correctly within the project. Well, make sure there aren't any duplicate or conflicting configurations for different targets. Make sure. 2. Check frameworks and libraries. Inspect how third-party components are integrated into your project. Check if multiple versions of a framework or library could be causing conflicts due to overlapping output files. 3. Clean build folder. Sometimes simply cleaning the build folder can resolve issues like this. Go ahead and clean the build folder by going to Product Clean Build Folder, or use the shortcut Shift Command. 4. Validate project files. Ensure that all your project files are correctly configured and there aren't any file level conflicts. This includes looking at how source files are assigned to targets. 5. Rebuild project after making changes. Try rebuilding your project. If the issue persists, it might be worth checking for any circular dependencies, or if there's a need to reorganize some of your code. To quickly recap, the multiple commands produce error in Xcode 16 usually stems from inconsistent project settings or conflicts with external frameworks and libraries. The key steps to resolve this include reviewing your project configurations, checking third-party components for any overlaps, cleaning the build folder, validating all project files, and finally, rebuilding your project. That's it. You should now have a clear understanding of what causes the multiple commands produce error in Xcode 16 and how to fix it. Remember, debugging can sometimes feel like navigating through a maze, but breaking down complex issues into smaller steps makes all the difference. If you found this video helpful, or if you're still struggling with this issue, after following these steps, please don't hesitate to ask your questions in the comments below. Your feedback and engagement are invaluable to us. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content related to coding and problem solving. Until next time, happy debugging.